And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Williamson.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Don't let go of the rope in this one, Clark. Hold on tight, buckle in. A lot of pace, a lot of speed between these two teams.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you like popcorn, you better be able to eat it with your head up, because this one will be fast and furious.
Well, then you're talking about yourself, because our fans probably don't know this, but you're eating popcorn all the time during these games.
Hey, I love popcorn, and there's nothing like enjoying fresh popcorn in an arena. It doesn't get better than that.
I know. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Rodney Hood out there with Nurkic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. Roman the paint. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center. Shot clock at 2. Here's Whiteside. Kept alive. Goes back up. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Ingram attacking. It's good.
Brandon Ingram, a nice display of toughness from the young forward here, showing that he can score through just about anything.
McCollum outside. Outside Hood. Here's Nurkic. And that one hits back iron. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets. Holiday gets the bucket.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lillard against Ball. Out to Hood. Latrey cans it from downtown.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Holiday against McCollum. Holiday dishes to Williamson. The feed to Favors. Nurkic with the block. They retain possession.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
That free throw good from Williamson.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
The 9-foot shot. McCollum, no good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Passes it to McCollum. Poked away. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Whiteside. 13th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now, here's Nurkic. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Hood. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Hood's got 5.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
New Orleans leading by 4. Now, here's Ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Lillard. It's blocked.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Holiday. And that one goes long. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
The first free throw is good. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Both free throws good from Hood.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Holiday. Back to Ball. Right side against Favors. Now the pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. And he knocks down the jumper. Holiday's got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum's one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Ball. Rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 56% in this first quarter, an outstanding start for this offense. Ball feeling it out a bit. The shot misses. Nice D from Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. It's McCollum on the wing. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Whiteside kicks to Hood. Just 5 to shoot. From the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Williamson. Ingram against Hood. And that one's good. Ingram.
Virtually unfair. Actually, I'd say it is unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the pumpkin like that.
Outside Hood. Lillard against Ball. Out to Hood. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And stolen by Lillard. Hood with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Hood drives in. Great D that time from Favors.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Mario Hezonja is checked in for the Trailblazers. Ken Bazemore comes in for C.J. McCollum. Ball, the pass to Okafor. Back to Ball. Over in the corner, Williamson. A rebound by Hezonja.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
So it's the Pelicans now. They trail by 1. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Now here's Williamson. Goodbye, Hood. It's good on the putback.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Now here's Bazemore. They trail by 3. Ball against Lillard. The shot, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Etuan Moore comes in for Brandon Ingram. Hart, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony's subbed in for Rodney Hood. The shot by Redick, no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here's Redick. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Hayes with it. Lillard picks him up. Hayes, no good. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And the slam dunk by Bazemore. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Hart. Now the dish to Okafor. Kicks it to Redick. To the left side wing. Here's Hart. 6 to shoot. Rejection by Collins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Portland leading. Knocked loose. Anthony kicks it to Bazemore. Lillard with no one around. And it's off from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Moore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore, also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting. And you could see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Trailing by 2. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now here's Lillard. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Redick against Lillard. Outside, Redick, pass to Hart. A floater, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lillard from outside. Second shot opportunity. Collins kicks to Anthony. And Portland again with the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Blazers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Okafor after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Back to Okafor, 5 to shoot. Shot from 16. Goes up again. He lays it in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Bazemore. Anthony on the wing. Over in the corner, Lillard. A shot that time, not on target. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Here's Hart. No good with the layup. And the Trailblazers shooting 45% from the field early. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now Redick. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland out in front, up 4. On New Orleans, back in a moment. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Little. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Now here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 13 feet away. Good on the jump shot.
Tell you what, with the long-range game Redick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Little. Over Moore. Got a piece of it. Lillard against Redick. Moore outside. Hart the pass to Moore. The pass to Hayes from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the shot goes down. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And here's Redick. Pass to Hart. Now Okafor. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bazemore dishes to Anthony. And Bazemore kicks to Lillard. Looking to get it going. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And so here is New Orleans. Portland making their last shot. Passes it to Moore. Here's Hayes. The shot comes out. Collins with some nice D. Trailblazers leading by 8. To the right side. Here's Little. And again, it's Portland converting.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Redick kicks to Okafor. Now here's Hayes, covered by Anthony. Count it, good. Hayes has got his second bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Pass to Bazemore. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. He can't hit that time. Pelicans trail by 8. Left side, Redick. There's the pass to Hart. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Collins. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. And it's Whiteside off the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
That free throw missing. Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Now, here's Ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Poke loose. Right side with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Bazemore. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Here's Ball. Portland making their last shot. Shoots from 12. And the rebound by Nurkic. And here's Portland. They're on a 13-4 run. Little passes to McCollum. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's McCollum. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Whiteside. Goes back up. Dishes to McCollum. Clock at 6. Good. Nice job down low. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Pass to Williamson. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Passes it to Nurkic. And stolen by Favors. Ball with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bazemore. Good D by Holiday. And stolen by Bazemore. Over Holiday. Portland no good that time either.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Ball against McCollum. To the wing on the left. Now here's Little. Guarded closely. A beautiful reverse layup. Little's got his second basket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Holiday. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. For the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league who believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. And the first one at the line is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. As Anya's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 15-point game. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. It's Ingram on the wing. Hazonia defending. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Ball, and McCollum with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Holiday. 7 points in the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ball kicks to Favors. Holiday against Hood. Now Ball. To halt the run, and the shot is long. Lasagna, the pass to Hood. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hood's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love how Hazonia sets up his teammates, tees them up nicely, and he's all for getting his guys going.
Pelicans trail by 21. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. Marcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Here is Favors, following the score by Rodney Hood. Ball against McCollum. This one for 3. Here's Williamson, back to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Ball against McCollum. Hood for 3. Here's Whiteside. And stolen by Williamson. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball.
J.J. Redick.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Favors. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. 1:53 left to play here in the half. Hood kicks to Whiteside. That one's not going to go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off target with the open look.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Portland may have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Etuan Moore comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Josh Hart in for Drew Holiday. And a switch here also for Portland. Collins checked in for Whiteside. Free throw good. McCollum. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. And Redick kicks to Hart. Here's Okafor. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
1:09 left in the first half. Now here's Moore. Hazonia defended. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 6. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 14 points for Rodney Hood.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And so here is New Orleans after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Redick passes to Hart. Okafor kicks to Hart. Hood comes in with the double team. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And here's Redick. From deep three-point range. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. There was no stopping Rodney Hood in the first half. He had 14 points and 2 assists. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Rodney Hood displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Ball.
Here we go.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. They teed that time from Hood.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now, here's Ball. The kick out to Holiday. From the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
Good on the triple. McCollum's got 11 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Holiday. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
McCollum.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arms. I mean, he excels at using them no matter who he's defending.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Damian Lillard. His second personal, second.
The second overall pick back in 2016. Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from three. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Williamson with it. Whiteside's there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
No good on the free throw.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And he's good on the second. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Holiday with it. 10 points for him. Knocks it loose. McCollum with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. McCollum no good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The open shot. Holiday buries the 20-footer. Holiday's got 12 points in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Pelicans pull it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Holiday dishes the ball. Pass to Williamson from past the arc. Rebounded by Hood. Portland leading by 22. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. McCollum against Holiday. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. To the inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For New Orleans, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And that one falls for Favors. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They have a 19-point lead. Passes it to Bazemore. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Lillard. Shoots over ball. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case. After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Now Lillard following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Anthony kicks to Whiteside. Just 3 to shoot over Favors. Portland again missing.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Trailblazers leading by 17. Lillard looking around. Pass to Bazemore. Back to Lillard. Trying to get something going. The offensive rebound. Whiteside.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Brandon Ingram. Getting around 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And he makes the first.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Pelicans trail by 19. And stolen by Bazemore. And Bazemore slaps it in.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. And then Favors with the dunk.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Bazemore against Holiday. Three-pointer, Lillard. Whiteside controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now here's Favors. 9 points in the game so far. 6 to shoot. Ingram wide open. That one off the back iron and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard finds Anthony over Hayes. Got a hand on it. Holiday with the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Bazemore's got 4 rebounds in this game. Little passes to Carmelo. Over Hayes. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Little. That's now 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now here's Hayes. Now here's Ingram. Over Anthony. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Little. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
That's good from Anthony.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Now, here's Redick. The pass to Hart. Kicks it to Hayes. Back to Hart. Shoots over Bazemore. And just miss after miss right now.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. Redick with the rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Pass to Hart. Outside, Redick. Okafor up top. And the rejection by Collins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Redick against Lillard. Outside Anthony, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
J.J. Redick. That's his first personal foul.
Lillard against Redick. And Lillard kicks to Collins. Passes to Hezonja. Anthony on the wing. Back to Hezonja.
You know, you can't ignore the effect Redick's defense has on that possession. I mean, active and aware, making that shot as hard as possible.
Pass to Hayes. Now Redick. The pass to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. And Okafor slams it in.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Pass to Bazemore. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Hart.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 11.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's Redick following the score by Damian Lillard. Pass to Hart. Fires from deep. The three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Guys, J.J. Redick is much more than just a standstill shooter. I mean, his movement without the ball and his quick trigger release, a very deadly combination.
New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson is checked in for Hayes, and it's Drew Holiday in for Hart. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Collins. Hood comes in for Kent Bazemore, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Now here's McCollum, 11 points in the game. Pass to Hood. There's the triple. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Clark, as good as he is, playing off the ball. Redick can handle and even create some for his teammates.
Yeah, I like the fact that Redick has added that to his package, Kevin, because initially he was just a catch-and-shoot guy, but he's smart, he's tough, and he's actually steady and comfortable with the ball in his hands.
.132 left in the third. Holiday, the pass to Okafor. Holiday against McCollum. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
McCollum with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on J.J. Redick. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Good on both. 104 left here in the third quarter. Redick passes to Okafor. Holiday looking for an opening. Fires at the elbow. No good that time, and it's Portland the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Reddick is in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hood. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Rodney Hood. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Hood. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Holiday goes in. Nurkic with the block. Outside Anthony. Off with the layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Trailblazers out in front, just dominating this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
We just got to do a better job of executing, okay? And then we got to get back, guys. I mean, we got to be sprinting back.
Well, Greg, he doesn't sound pleased with his team's transition defense.
And you can't fault him. I mean, Coach Gentry really fighting to get his team more engaged.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony Tolliver. He's out there with Nurkic, and it's Trent in a 2-guard. Here's Alexander Walker. A nice shot by Melly. Melly's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And the pass to Trent. Out to the right wing. Tolliver, no luck. Pelicans shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. More. Portland grabs the miss. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A nice shot by Simons. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Moore outside. To the inside. Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
When you're 6'11", doesn't take much for you to slam it home. Okafor, just a big guy who really can get to the rack quickly.
Here's Simons. He feeds it to Carmelo. Plays it up and banks it in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And here is Moore. To the paint. Okafor finds Miller. Clock at 4. Pass to Moore. Jacks up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Trent gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic,
Wow.
because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Here's Okafor. Passes it to Melly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Derek Favors checked in for Jahlil Okafor. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Little's checked in. Pass to Trent for the three. Nailed from three-point land. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And for the Pelicans, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Alexander Walker passes to Favors. Rebounded by Anthony. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Melly. Right side Favors. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in. Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
The pass to Melly. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Melly. Three-pointer. And again, New Orleans has no up.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Collins, and he drops it in from the low post.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
For New Orleans, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Up again, and Collins is right there.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Passes it to Melly. Here's Alexander Walker. To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Trent. Tolliver down low. That one a little long. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Favors can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Tolliver the pass to Trent. Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to players.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Simons surveying the D. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Trent passes to Little from 18 feet away, and it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. There's the pass to Miller. Now here's Hayes. The 10-footer. And that one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. To end the drought, Little gets the bucket.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And Hayes kicks to Hart. Yep, it counts.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Simons the pass to Tolliver. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Yes, Simons.
New Orleans gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Hayes. Miller outside. Over Collins. It's hauled in by Tolliver. And for Portland, their shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Here's Little. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Anthony's checked in for Little.
Carmelo Anthony.
Here's Simons. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Hart the pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Alexander Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Collins. Misses off the left iron. The Pelicans shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Releases. Portland grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists now in the game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Down low, Hayes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Simons the pass to Collins. Tolliver for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally need to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I think one of the keys that helped them tonight was the big-time performance for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Softly drops in the floater.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Trent passes to Collins. Here's Simons. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.